Hello, Bears fans. I'm Derek, and I'll update you on everything happening in Chicago. The excitement in Chicago is palpable as the Bears embrace a new era under head coach Ben Johnson. Rising star Ashton Janney, who dominated the college football landscape in 2024 by amassing an FBS-leading 2,601 rushing yards and recording 29 rushing touchdowns, has caught the attention of NFL scouts and the Chicago organization alike. Let's check out the message that Ashton Janney left for the Bears board and the fans, and all the news from the last few hours, including rumors and a big addition. First of all, I wanted to take a moment to ask for your help. If you like our videos, please consider giving us a like. It's a fantastic way to support us and keep our content going. Thank you for your support. Well, Janney's stellar performance helped propel Boise State into the quarterfinals of the 2024 college football playoffs, establishing him as one of the most coveted prospects in a 2025 draft class that is already brimming with top-tier talent at the running back position. At just 21 years old, Janney is now on the fast track to the NFL, with many insiders considering him among the elite prospects of his class. His recent conversation with CBS Sports' Bryant McFadden during the build-up to the 2025 Super Bowl was particularly revealing. Unprompted, Janney linked himself with the Bears by noting, "There's a handful of teams I know would be interested in my services, and one of them might even make a move to trade up. Or consider the Chicago Bears, comfortably sitting at number 10. It could be a pretty attractive destination as well." Although he isn't the first to mention Chicago as a potential landing spot, his candid remarks add credibility to the idea that a connection with the Bears is on the horizon. Chicago holds the number 10 overall pick in the upcoming 2025 draft, a position that could be instrumental in targeting a talent like Janney. With Ben Johnson at the helm, the Bears might be enticed by the prospect of adding another dynamic running back to complement past successes, such as Jahmyr Gibbs, the number 12 pick in 2023 during Johnson's stint in Detroit. For Bears fans, the potential addition of a rising star such as Janney offers an enticing glimpse into what the future might hold. As the draft buzz intensifies, the narrative surrounding the Bears extends beyond promising rookies to ambitious moves in the trade market. As the 2025 NFL offseason approaches, the Chicago Bears are preparing for a season of aggressive maneuvering that could redefine their defensive front. Bolstered by 3 top 50 draft selections and roughly $63 million in cap space, along with the strategic leadership of Ben Johnson, the Bears are actively addressing roster deficiencies. A central focus has been the pass rushing unit, which, after a season of inconsistent pairing for Montez Sweat, now appears primed for a significant upgrade. This has spurred speculation about a high-stakes trade for Cleveland Browns standout Myles Garrett. Pro Football Focus analyst Trevor Sakima has outlined a scenario where Chicago could adopt an all-in approach, potentially trading both the number 10 overall pick in the 2025 draft and their 2026 first-round selection to secure the 6-time All-Pro pass rusher. Sakima noted, following a disappointing 2024 season, Chicago has the opportunity to go all in by addressing one of its few remaining weaknesses. Garrett, who recently requested a trade to join a contender and pursue a Super Bowl, further intensifies the discussion. In comments to ESPN, he expressed that the Browns' future no longer aligned with immediate championship aspirations. Garrett's impressive credentials, 60 sacks, 74 tackles for loss, and 10 forced fumbles over 4 seasons, coupled with NFL Defensive Player of the Year honors in 2023 and consistent top 5 finishes, underscore his elite status. While the Browns may be hesitant to part with such a talent, Chicago could sweeten the deal by offering additional draft capital, such as a second top 10 pick this year and a future first-rounder in 2026. With sufficient cap space to absorb the remaining 2 years of Garrett's $125 million contract, the Bears are well-positioned to consider this blockbuster move, although the final decision may ultimately hinge on developments in free agency and other defensive acquisitions. Inspired by the championship-building blueprint of the Philadelphia Eagles, the Chicago Bears are carefully considering how to strengthen their roster through strategic trades and draft acquisitions. Intensive scouting at the Senior Bowl has reinforced the belief that success begins at the line of scrimmage, prompting the Bears to explore aggressive options in both the draft and trade markets. One such option is Dallas Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons, who has become a buzzworthy name this offseason. With the Cowboys recently extending contracts for key figures like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb after a challenging season highlighted by Prescott's season-ending injury, there is speculation that the team may be open to trading Parsons. This scenario offers a potential pathway for Chicago to secure a premier pass rusher. Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune has provided insight into what a trade for Parsons might entail. According to Biggs, while interest in Parsons is expected to be widespread, the compensation required would be significant. In the event the Cowboys decide to entertain trade discussions for Parsons, Any compensation for acquiring him would start with a package of at least 2 first-round picks, potentially escalating further. Additionally, the acquiring team would likely need to commit to a deal that positions Parsons as the highest-paid defensive player in the NFL, he explained. Parsons, drafted with the number 12 overall pick in 2021, has quickly emerged as one of the league's premier pass rushers with 3 All-Pro honors and 4 Pro Bowl selections, amassing 52.5 sacks over 4 seasons. Despite his elite performance, the financial commitment, potentially around $40 million per year, poses a challenge, as it could limit Chicago's flexibility to address other areas such as the offensive line and defensive tackle positions. Offensive line struggles have been a persistent concern for the Bears, especially given the 68 sacks endured by quarterback Caleb Williams in 2024. For years, Chicago has been linked with Kansas City Chiefs Pro Bowl guard Trey Smith, whose stellar performance on the line has been seen as a potential remedy to the team's pass protection woes. Despite initial concerns that the Chiefs might use the franchise tag to retain Smith for the 2025 season, recent insights from Bears insider Brad Biggs suggest a shift in this narrative. According to Biggs, who reported for the Chicago Tribune, early season sentiment doubted the likelihood of the Chiefs letting Smith depart. However, by the end of the season, expectations shifted markedly, with a growing belief that Trey Smith will eventually become an unrestricted free agent. With the free agency negotiation window opening on March 10th, a critical 48-hour period when teams can engage with available free agents, the prospect of acquiring Smith has become increasingly attractive for the Bears. The Chiefs face their own internal decisions, with contract extension talks looming for key players like linebacker Nick Bolton, defensive end George Karlaftis, and cornerback Trent McDuffie. This situation may force Kansas City to reallocate resources, potentially allowing Smith to hit the open market. For Chicago, adding Trey Smith to the offensive line, possibly alongside Darnell Wright, could be a game-changing move for quarterback Caleb Williams and head coach Ben Johnson. However, such an acquisition would come at a premium, with projected annual earnings for Smith in the range of $21 million to $25 million. Given the high cost and the traditionally lower valuation of the guard position, the Bears will need to weigh this investment carefully against their broader roster-building objectives. Are the potential moves for Ashton Janney, Myles Garrett, and Micah Parsons the right path forward for building a championship-caliber team? How will acquiring Trey Smith impact Chicago's offensive line protection and overall performance? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Remember to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Be another fan of our community, and let's strengthen the Bears. Until the next video.